Hey guys, so this is just a video of how I made this welcome mat for Christmas. Um, this was my first ever Cricut project, so just bear with me. So right now I'm like using transfer tape or attempting. I never used it before, which I realized after the fact that I was supposed to maybe give myself a little bit more like edges to be able to like pull the transfer tape off. I didn't, so yeah. So the welcome mat says "We Lit" and then it has Christmas lights on it. And these right here are just stencils, so I'm just using this as a way to make sure my letters are crisp and my lights are crisp. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for this. So right here I'm just taking off the back part of the vinyl, like I don't know what kind of vinyl this is, just sticky vinyl. It's not heat vinyl, it's just sticky vinyl. I'm just trying to smooth it out, but it's hard for it to stay smooth on this because the mat is like, I don't know, it feels like grass, so nothing sticks to it. But I kind of like just mapped it out, took off the back pieces and placed it down. Like this part, it makes it look so easy, like so easy, but it wasn't that easy. So yeah, just watch this. Oh yeah, then I had to go and get the board from downstairs because I couldn't move it and I wanted it to stay in one spot. So I'm realizing now that I have to finish this in the garage because I can't spray Flex Seal in my room. I'm just gonna turn my carpet black. It's already dirty, so I'm about to move my car so that I can finish in the garage. I also put on these other clothes because I just got that crop top and I like it, so. Oh, I moved everything from the thing. So then basically I just moved everything to the garage because, it's a little messy. And yes, my pants do have tags on them for a completely different project. That's supposed to be like me cutting these sweatpants into shorts that I saw also on TikTok. So yeah, that's why my pants have tags on them. And yes, I could have taken them off, but I was in a rush. I was trying to get this project done. So this is basically just me pulling the transfer tape off, and I'm not gonna lie, this part almost made me cry. This is stressing me out. I'm sweating, and it's like 32 degrees outside, and I made this so thin. Okay, just be patient. And like every time I would pull, like the other piece that I already pulled off would get stuck to the stencil, we'll call it. So that was a little difficult for me. And then the we part, I really had to take a break and not do that for a while because it kept getting messed up. So then I ended up having to I did the lit part first because the we it just wasn't working out. So yeah, so then I got the lit part off and I just stuck it down as best as I could and I taped around every piece of it. So like the Flex Seal that I used didn't get all over the other parts of the mat. And that honestly took a long time. Oh, apparently I got the we done around the same time, but I didn't even realize that. But I definitely painted the lip first. And then I used like a roll of tape to straighten it out because I left the little scraper thing from the actual Cricut upstairs in my room. So I didn't feel like going to get that. So I like rolled it down with some tape to the best of my, like not with tape, but like with the roll of tape to the best of my ability. Then once I taped everything, I crossed my fingers and I just sprayed the Flex Seal because I was nervous. And when I watched a guy do this on YouTube. I think his name was like Mr. Crafty Pants or something, but he was like spray directly like over top of it, like don't spray at an angle, which makes sense because if you spray at an angle, it's going to end up like on the other parts that you don't want covered with Flex Seal. So this is me patiently waiting because I was just nervous. So I taped all that down and then like I sprayed it with the Flex Seal. I don't know if I had that part on camera, I don't remember, but I pulled it off. Look, it's like outlined nicely, but I didn't do the rest of the letters, so I'm not gonna do a celebratory dance yet, but we're about to see how this is gonna go. So I'm about to basically cover everything else and try to do the wee part. And then the lights are probably the hardest because they have like paint and stuff. It's starting to get cold out here, so I'm gonna try to speed this up. So we'll see how this turns out. So for the Wii, I do the same thing that I did for like the lit part. So I taped all around it and then I sprayed the Flex Seal like directly over top of it. So I didn't even tape down the part of the lit all the way because I didn't want it to like smear or get over anything. So I taped that part down real lightly. But yeah. All right, let's see what this one looks like. I'm a little more nervous about this one. Yeah! And I know I said this whole thing was hard, but the lights were definitely the hardest part because the same issue I had with the Wii and the lip part, taking the transfer tape off. I just wish I never used transfer tape because it probably would have been easier for me to just use it as a stencil. But I guess people use transfer tape if they're making like one big thing and they wanted the Wii, the lights, and everything to just stay where they were. At this point, I didn't care because it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. So I basically just pulled it off and then placed it to the best of my ability where I wanted it to go. And then I used some push pins that my mother gave me. They're not called push, I guess straight pins that you would use to like sew. And I like used those to hold down the whole entire like stencil. And then I broke open my paint. And I tried to do this dumb thing because I was trying to make the blue darker because the lights outside of our house are like a darker blue than the blue that I had. But I realized I maybe failed in kindergarten and I don't know how to mix light or mix colors like that. So I tried like blue and black and that turned out gray. Who knew? And then I tried blue and green and that turned like teal or something. So that was dumb and that just didn't work. So that's what I did for that. And then I painted them. So I'm on to this, like the, I'm so nervous. Oops. It's just nerve-wracking because if I mess this up, I mess up the whole thing, so I definitely have to. Okay, so I got these push pins from my mother so that I can like make sure it's sturdy. Hopefully I don't get any paint on these because I know she uses this. This has like a little lump in it. So I basically just dabbed. I didn't like paint or like use any like type of brush strokes. And I got these sponge brushes from the dollar store, so I just put it in the color and I just dabbed. And I went over it multiple times, and to this day, which I think I did this on Sunday. Today is Tuesday that I'm recording this, and I still feel like I need to go over the colors again. But it was still vibrant, especially the yellow and the blue. Those colors look the best. I use more red and green because those are more like Christmas colors, but the yellow and blue look the best to me. So yeah, this was the final product. Let me know what you guys think.